Hello, everybody. It's Bubba Rob. How's it going? How's everybody out there? Excuse me for coughing. Just sitting in the car waiting for my son to get off work. Um, yeah, before I get into my chat for the day, I greatly appreciate all the views and the likes and all that stuff and new subscribers. I greatly appreciate it. So if you want to show some support and let me know what I'm doing is worthwhile, just hit those things and yeah, it'd be good stuff. But anyways, what I want to talk about today, you know, I think it's got to be to do with patience and knowing what you want in life in regards to relationships. Now, what I mean, it could be like a business relationship or a personal relationship. And might get in a little bit of trouble here depending on who watches this. But, myself, I've been on my own now. I think it's 8.5 years or almost, it'll be 9 years in the springtime since I've been on my own. And, excuse me. It can be a tough go and, like, what do you do? How do you meet people? Dating, Facebook, dating, plenty of fish, all these different things. Do you run into somebody's cart in Costco and say hello or whatever it is, right? How do you actually socialize now and have patience with it, because everything is so immediate, it's so directed towards online and stuff. Well, the one thing that's always been important to me is the thought, it's not right to be with somebody because you need to be with somebody. You need to learn to be by yourself and be secure in yourself so you don't have to have a relationship. Because what I found out is when I first went on my own and I felt I needed something to replace that, there's a lot of predators out there that are either wanting to have somebody in life because they want somebody that they can fix, or they're lonely, or whatnot. And you're pretty vulnerable if you're actually looking to have a real relationship or actual partnership. Things get clouded, convoluted. Things don't normally go well, right? People are lonely. More than likely you're going to end up getting used, right? Or yourself, are you a predator? But if you really want to have a quality relationship and have a partner in life, you gotta kind of fish or cut bait when you're meeting people. Take some time to get to know yourself. Like, if you're not good enough on your own to be on your own and be secure enough on your own, how can you be good to anybody else? You can't be there. You're not present. You're just going to carry your ship forward. I know myself, I apologized a few times to people because, I wasn't really there ready to function, nor do I think they were. Just kind of what happens. I remember one time I went on a date, And the lady was a registered nurse. She worked at a hospital. She worked in the drug rehab unit with youth. I didn't know any of this stuff. And we met for coffee, and my mom was in the hospital, and we were talking, and and she asked my opinion on certain things or what was going on with my mom, and I was very honest with her. I was concerned that her issues to do with her memory and stuff was a result of having issues with first generation antipsychotics and antidepressants when I was growing up, which is it's well proven that those things do have like a prolonged effect, things like dementia and Alzheimer's and stuff. But just what it is. But she freaked out on me. She was so upset. She said, "Do you think I'm nuts?" I said, "Excuse me?" I had no idea this lady was in recovery. I had no idea. Oh God, she read me off and went ballistic and said, "Do you think everybody who's had a problem with prescription meds is damaged goods?" And she called me names. Oh, it's just unbelievable. Now there's a lady who well, she certainly wasn't present. She was worried about herself. Maybe understandably so, but I didn't say nothing. I just apologized. I recognized that it triggered something in her, and it was very upsetting. So I just let it go. But there's an example when you're going out there and meeting somebody and trying to do your best, and those things sort of happen. So what I decided a long time ago, if something wasn't right and I didn't feel it was right or things were going to work, I just didn't want to be with that other person. Because I honestly believe that when you spend time with somebody that you're not meant to be, just to have somebody around because you're lonely, it's not a good thing. You're going to miss out on the opportunity of that person going by. You're just going to go float by in your life. It's not going to work. You're not going to meet the right person. The more you work on yourself to be present and be thankful each day, and you're in that position that you would like to have somebody in your life, get used to being by yourself first. And then when it's meant to be, it's going to happen. I'm going to talk about something. I'm not going to mention any names because I get myself in a lot of trouble, and I don't want to upset anybody. Because I was very, very fortunate to meet someone, I'd say about 6-7 weeks ago. I find her extremely kind. We have some of the most intelligent conversations I've had with a woman. I greatly appreciate it. I appreciate her time. Just speaking to her, it's a whole different level of a relationship just by that conversation. I'm really quite shocked. It's not that I haven't met nice people. Not at all, but just something about her and what she's gone through in her life, and she's worked on things. She's very present. We have a lot of the same interests, but in some ways we're quite a bit different. And how it's going to go. I have no idea. I'm hoping for the best. I am very grateful for when I get to speak to her. It's fantastic. It's a good feeling, right? I like. I would just say the biggest thing for me to put myself in that type of situation is just because I've had patience. When I didn't have patience and I wasn't present, there was absolutely no way I was going to find the right person. Right? It's just not going to happen. It's like anything in life. It's like, if you're not there up here, how's that going to work with you in business? If you're polluted, right? Are you the victim? What is the purpose of you seeking someone? Are you there just to have somebody there to use? Are they there for you and your needs? You're not going to have a good relationship. You got to have somebody who's your best friend, somebody who's got your best interests at heart. That person who's got your back won't take any shit. Right? Something goes on, they're right there beside you. Or they forge in front of you. I know myself with anybody who's a close friend of mine that I consider family. And then anything ever bad happened to him, I would just fucking deal with it. That's what you want to have in your spouse and your partner. They got to be there willing to fight for you. If they're not willing there to fight for you, or they're hiding stuff or whatever, you're just best off to tell them just to get the fuck out. Goodbye. Maybe not like that. It's kind of blunt. Right? You just don't want them around. Okay, everybody. That's my chat for today. That one's on relationships. It's important. Remember, the most important thing in life, to be a good guy, good gal, good whatever, good biker, bluesman, construction worker, first responder, military person, whatever it is. The most important thing is just to be kind. Just make sure you keep it going, keep it moving forward. I know sometimes when I talk about things, I might be pretty blunt. You might think it could even be mean or borderline mean or tough. But the only reason I talk the way I do is because I want people to do better. I want somebody to get something from this and forge ahead. Okay? There you go. Have a great day. Love you all. Bye-bye.